in the spring of '97, we was up at Clear Creek, and we was doing some work for my son-in-law, and we sat on the dam board, and I laughed, and man, I laughed real loud. Everything just went black on me. I don't what's going on here, and then everything was fine. So let it go. Well, in June, I was working on a tractor out in the field, and I got down underneath, and I was doing like this, and everything went black. So I go to the doctor, and he gives me a CAT scan, and took a CAT scan of my head. Oh, your head's fine. Nothing wrong with your head. So I go back to my ear doctor down here, and I was telling about, so they do a CAT scan and a MRI. Nothing wrong. But my face is twisting. As you can see now, it's a little bit twisted, and this eye's a little bit drooped. Well, it just kept getting worse. Well, one of them said, well, it's Bell's palsy. And then, so my ear doctor, I come back a month later, and the ear doctor, he sends me to a they put all kinds of electrodes on you, Okay. Well, that didn't do any good. So then they sent me to must have been a psychiatrist, because we was having lots of problems at the shop where I worked. Let's see. Well, the guy that was going to take over, he died of an aneurysm. And then his wife took over, and she got killed in a car wreck. And then the guy that originally started, he died. And he said, well, you better go home and take care of all the problems back there. He said, just too many problems. Well,
it's all in your head, in other words.
Huh?
It's all in your head.
All in my head, yeah. So I come down the next month, and they did an MRI and everything. And so I told, I just got me a hearing aid. And we went to the Caldwell Rodeo. While we was over at the Caldwell Rodeo, I thought my hearing aid went bad. But in reality, I lost the hearing in this ear, and my face was really twisted around by then. It got so bad that half my tongue was dead. It just went right down the middle, and this thing just literally I could just barely see out of it, and it wouldn't blink. And so I went back down the next month, and I said, right after we left here last time, I said, I lost the hearing in that ear. He said, you get back over there and get another CAT scan and an MRI. So I did. Come back, well, couldn't find anything. And so he says, you go back over and get another MRI. And so that time they put dye in it, and they found a tumor up here in this ear. And so I said, well, okay, when should I have it fixed? Well, he said, there's no big hurry. So this was August. I said, well, I'll come back in October and we'll do it. He said, it's just outpatient. So, big deal. So I go back in October, go in and get on the table at 12:30. I woke up at 8 o'clock in a room in the hospital. I said, well, it must have been more serious than somebody thought. I was in the hospital for a week. In the first 48 hours, they had 2 nurses on me all the time. Because what it had done, it had bored a hole through my skull, and spinal fluid was coming out and coming down, and I could taste it. Yeah.
And then the rest of the story is?
And the rest of the story is, my first cleanse was, when did we go to Hawaii?
April 2006. Or March or April.
Of 2000?
2006.
Oh, 2006. Well, I had a cleanse in there. I had 2 more cleanses here. And Dave gave me my last one. But this eye finally got so I could blink it. I can actually blink this eye now. I mean, it takes a little bit, but it'll blink.
Before you were taping your eyes shut at night.
Oh, early on, I would have to shut that eye to sleep at night. And when I was driving down the road at night, I'd have to shut it because of the oncoming lights would bother me so bad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting your feeling back and your actual motion. You can actually use.
Yeah, oh yeah. In fact, my whole face up here there was no wrinkles. And they're slowly coming back across my forehead.
And you can taste and chew food on the other side of your mouth now.
Yeah, yeah. Early on, I always bit this side, and yeah. My tongue it's still not all the way, but it's pretty much
Nice.
back where I can.
Yeah, that face used to literally drive about 5 times more than it is now, I'd say.
But it used to be.
It's probably improved 75%
That's awesome.
or more.
A piece of bread, you'd have to fold it and then shove it in your mouth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was day 9 of the cleanse. He came up to me, took off his eyes, and he winked. It was incredible.
That's awesome.
Anyway.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And he could do that while he's shaking on the T-zone. All that, told the story. At 80 years. Woohoo!